All right, where are we at? We are getting ready to start cutting up the back of the car. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate, this getting started on that is the hardest part for me. But once I get started, I'll be fine. But at this point, what we have here is everything up here is pretty much as far as I can get it for now. I showed you the front end was on it. I do have the fenders and the core support just kind of setting up there because it makes me feel like I'm working on a car and not just working on random parts. I have the engine moved forward so that I can kind of start getting it ready. It is a 2004 4.8. I honestly think that's going to be more than enough for this little car to get itself down the road pretty darn comfortably. I have everything I need to put it in, I think, except for the rear transmission mount, or the rear motor mount for the transmission. I have the front motor mounts over there. I've been debating about pulling these manifolds off and maybe getting a set of shorty headers. I haven't made up my mind. I know you start busting bolts and stuff, you start taking these off, but I want to get this cleaned up and painted. I have bought everything, I believe, and Rocker Pack can correct me if I'm forgetting anything, to set this in here. I have the motor mounts. I have a new oil pan that's got what it needs to go over the cross member. I bought a new water pump because the guy that pulled that engine out of the truck kind of questioned the water pump a little bit. So if he questioned it, I'm not going to deal with it. I figure while it's out of the car and the oil pump is off of it, or the water pump, I'm going to go ahead and stick an oil pump in it. I got a new timing chain. I got a tensioner. And then all of that will be fresh. Kind of brings us to this point here. I have the trunk pan, which came in 3 parts. I originally ordered a 1-piece. And they didn't, they said they had it, found out they didn't have it, whatever. I don't know what the deal was. But I'm actually kind of glad maybe now that I'm getting ready to look at this and had it up and down and crawling around it, that it did come in 3 pieces, I think. So at this point, I'm coming around to the back of the car. I need to start cutting this trunk out, getting this all fit in here. I've got a lot of work to do up in here. I can buy the tail panel. I can buy these two tail light bezel things, but I cannot find the bit that all this welds to. So I've got to get things cut out. I need to start repairing that and get it so that this car is as strong as it should be. And then once all of that is done and the new rear suspension is coming, which is being shipped right now, we'll get it set in there, and then this will be a rolling chassis. And I cannot wait to see it a rolling chassis. Once all that's done, we'll start dealing with getting the engine in it, start dealing with doing some of the actual body work, the sheet metal work that you'll see. Never park a car underneath a tree, guys. At least never park a car under a tree and leave it there. There's the end result. All that crap falls off the tree, gets stuck in the gutters, and you end up with a mess like that. So, yeah, take my advice. Don't take my advice, I guess. But yeah, if you got a car that you're wanting to restore, save yourself some work and don't park it under a tree. I'm gonna get started. I got to make this first cut. I'm not very excited about it because I don't know. Let me get started and we'll see what happens.